Good evening, interwebs, it's Jackie K, and welcome for another edition of Yellow vs. Leaf Green. It's about time. Last time we defeated our first gym leader, getting a badge in the process. Now we can use that power to leave this town and unleash it upon the world! Wait, I almost forgot one very important thing. Let me go back to the Pokemon before we leave Peter City. I realized we could use a few more supplies. So let me get another potion and a few more repels for the world. After all, the only time you can have too many repels is when you can't afford them. And now I am ready to take the next steps in our adventure. So between the time period of part 3 and now, I decided to change the way I would handle trainer battles. And already I'm breaking that goal before I even start explaining it. You know, instead of getting the last out, I might as well just use this opportunity to show rather than tell. For one, I decided for normal trainer fights, like this one if it wasn't optional, I would only show each Pokemon they have once, instead of the old way of showing it in yellow then showing it in leaf green. And they're just so similar that it's not really worth showcasing the difference. If there's a major difference between Pokemon of a trainer between the two versions, I suppose I could tell you guys, but things would go by a lot quicker if I just do something like this, where I alternate between leaf green and yellow each time they send out a new Pokemon. Hopefully this method will keep battles from dragging, so I can just focus on which side has the more interesting event, rather than showcasing both sides all the time. And that wraps up our little encounter with the last, that hates our hero's guts and will never be on her good side. He wasn't even looking at her. Girls, sometimes you just can't win, right guys? Quick staring, we don't want to fight. Well, thanks for the little subtle in-game advice at least. Now give me a moment, I'm having a feeling that having my bird up in front will be very useful for this. Hey, I met you in the Viridian Forest. You said we met, Mr. Give me a second. I'll get this one way or another. Colton! Yeah, Colton. Let's see, I went on a list on Bulbapedia of all the names of every bug catcher in the Viridian Forest. So let's see which one of these young men you are. Doug? Nope. Anthony? Not a chance any. Rick? Trust me, I'm never giving that one up. Let alone forget you. Charlie? Sorry. Sammy? Maybe if I was in Sammy. And that's it. Sorry, Colton. I'm pretty sure you're a liar, bugs on fire. Yes, I know I have no fire types, but that doesn't matter, cause this bird is on fire! Growing stronger and stronger, levels higher and higher. Go so fast he starts the dang fires. At least I can pretend that's the case with Quick Attack in his arsenal now. Sadly, that's the strongest move Ace has now, especially with Gus being the same type as Quick Attack. Oh, my need to use Gus has dropped practically non-existent. Poor Weedle. I bet you thought you stood a chance. Your lucky Gen 1 type shenanigans keeps me from sweeping your team with super effective moves. I swear, even a fire type would be more fitting for Gus than normal. Glad I got changed. Yeah, a level 10 Caterpie. Dude, I've been over this already. Why did you not let your Caterpie evolve? I get some Pokemon are worth keeping unevolved since you learn moves quicker. Other times it's worth it for the typing. But Caterpie shares neither benefit. It's not even like it stops being cute when it evolves, cause Caterpie would become a wonderful Butterfree by now. You're holding back this poor little Caterpie's potential. Let me take you out of your misery, you poor little bug. This poor Caterpie. May you rest in peace. Someday you'll get to be the Butterfree you dream to be. See guys? See how much faster these fights go when you have flying be a super effective move? So I would say this is the route that I start skipping optional trainers, however there's that one trainer besides the last I forgot to skip that has a Pokemon I like to showcase. This bug catcher is not the case. Besides that though, it should be an efficient route through the route. But I'll have to play around with editing in the future to see if I can improve things for your entertainment. This part has been put in the back burner for so long I can't bear putting off the scripting again just to brainstorm better ways to edit it. You wanna know how long it's been taking me to plan everything I'm gonna say for this part? Trust me you don't, but it's too late to back out of the discussion now. In the time frame between planning that witty exchange of the uninvolved Caterpie, I mean right what I'm saying to you right now, the mobile game Pokemon Go was released and has been out for 3 months. I don't even think Pokemon Go was announced between these parts of the script. I'm so sorry. I'm not bringing this up for pity, mind you. I'm actually just trying to tangent into a new topic of Weedles, because we know how rare those are. That might not be necessary though, now that we're gonna one-shot them all. Come on, Breeze! Let's end this. Never mind. So now that I've been using Pokemon Go for a couple months, I have a newfound value for Weedle. Not as a Pokemon to actually use for fighting, mind you, but because of how experience works in Pokemon Go. It's perfect for grinding. To simplify the process as much as I can, instead of Pokemon gaining experience in Pokemon Go, the trainers gain experience through activities like catching Pokemon, visiting locations, and most of all, evolving your Pokemon. However, because Pokemon don't gain experience, you have to feed them candy to get them to evolve. You get these candies by catching more Pokemon of the same species, and Weedles are some of the most common Pokemon in my area. And like in the games, they require the least amount of effort to evolve, so I tend to hoard a bunch of Weedles while playing Pokemon Go, so when I use an item to improve my experience, like a lucky egg, I can just evolve a bunch of Weedles to get a massive experience boost. And that's the story of how my value for Weedles has changed over the course of making this episode of Yellow vs. Leaf Green. Someday, over the ho-ho will be done. No more hardens from a Metapod. No more damn bugs. Almost done with the Thunder Shocks. One more shot, then we'll be free from this trainer. Oh my goodness, thank God! Jeez, even with showing each Pokemon once, that battle took way too long. On the bright side, the grind's gonna pay off, cause guess who's evolving? It's Breeze. Who's it gonna be? Come on, we all know this, cause we've seen it evolve already to a Butterfree, but let's pretend like we don't see this coming. Well, I would say the timelines are finally stable, but who am I kidding? Confusion, everyone. Now our opponent knows no bounds. Well guys, I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is I can confidently say we only have one more trainer to fight. The bad news is another bug catcher. Well, since it's the last mandatory fight, maybe these guys will finally step up their game and the full power of bugs will be unleashed. Why do I even get my hopes up still? It's not even worth my energy to point out the problem with this Caterpie. Why couldn't it be the last blocking our path right here? She would at least have an excuse of why her Pidgeys aren't evolved, you know? Maybe this bug catcher's just building up his Caterpie candy collection so he can... Oh wait, wrong game. Bravo, a crit when it actually matters? There is a god. But that's for the next gen. Hey, he's at level 11. Now like Puppy's gonna learn Quick Attack. Priority will no longer be an issue in either Yellow or Leaf Green. And we'll be free! Free from the bug catchers at last, because that's the last Pokemon. Right? Wait, there's one more, isn't there? Yep. You know, I just realized there's a huge difference between playing a game for yourself and recording it for others. Because if this is my own time, I see all these Metapods and go, oh, free experience! But when commentating, it's more like, oh boy, another Metapod, now I have to come up with something new to say about Pokemon that does nothing different from the last 20 we've encountered. So, sorry for complaining, it's not that bad, I just got nothing better to say. What about you, sir? Done like dinner? Yum. I guess. So coming up ahead, we have a lass lurking right at the edge of the grass there. So we have one of two options, sneak around her, or face the challenge head on. Guess what I chose? If you guessed running away like a little boy, ding ding, you are correct. But since we're in the grass anyways, this makes the perfect chance to go over Wild Pokemon! While there isn't too much interesting on this route, this could be a good opportunity to catch up on some of the less common Pokemon you may have missed. And if you're playing Leaf Green, you'll miss out on a new Pokemon if you ignore this grass completely. No matter which of the games you're playing though, Spearow and Mankey will be fair game once more, and in Leaf Green, you'll get a chance to snag one of the Nidorans. But be warned, you have to be patient if you want Nidoran male here. While Nidoran female appears 14% of the time, Nidoran male only appears 1%. Also in Leaf Green, this is your only chance to get the Pokemon Jigglypuff. It is an interesting Pokemon, at least in this point in the game, having early access to Sleep Move and an ability to tamper movements, as you're seeing right here, with that whole cute charm. Its main gimmick is said Sleep Move though, and it isn't exactly a reliable one because Sing is one of the less accurate moves, but it is bulkier than the Rattata we've seen, so it might be worth giving a shot. If you're playing Leaf Green, Pidgeys will also appear here 30% of the time. If you're playing Yellow, Rattatas will appear here about 15% of the time. Most importantly, you'll have your first access to Sandshrew. If you like what you saw of it back at the gym, now you can try it for yourself. It may not be the greatest ground type, but it's the first one you'll have access to for a little while. Don't worry if you don't pick it up here though. You'll be able to get it easier a bit later. See, that wasn't too hard. But what if... In another timeline, we took on this trainer. Why would we avoid this young lady?
Yeek! Did you touch me?
Well, we're already starting off on an unwinnable situation, but the battle itself can be hard too. Behold, Jigglypuff, the movie. If anything's gonna sell you on getting a Jigglypuff, it will be this. I'm gonna start off crippling it, since it can put you to sleep anytime. But will that be enough? Not if it's already hitting with that sort of accuracy. Close your eyes, nighty night. Rest real well, look puppy. Come on now, Solo. Maybe I'm speaking too soon. Jigglypuff is bulky and has access to a lot of moves we have yet to see on Pokemon of our own. As I said before, a step up from Rattata, but I should note that the normal types that you'll encounter will get even better as you progress through the game. Normal is actually a really diverse type, considering its name and all. It'll be a while before we find these Pokemon though, so this will be your best bet until then. Actually thinking more about it, we can encounter a Pokemon very similar to Jigglypuff as soon as our next stop, but it can be hard to find. I'll get more into that Pokemon when we encounter it. But in the meantime, if you like this fighting style, you might just want to catch a Jigglypuff now so you can avoid some heartache, just in case. And that's why I think you should get a Jigglypuff. Also that isn't a feature that can be found in similar Pokemon. Because Tackle is disabled, I wouldn't have been able to use the move for a while if it wasn't for the fact this battle is now over. Good game, madame. Good game. That is all. Onwards with our regularly scheduled adventure. As this young lady's gonna say, our next destination is over on Mount Moon. We're all done with the trainers, and it's just a smooth hike from here. No way we're gonna run into any more pearls between now and there that are mandatory. Psyched! Yeah, in Pokemon Yellow there's nothing left here besides our next destination, but in Leaf Green there is one more thing I can get. Right around the left side of the Pokemon Center, if you look around for a shadow, you'll have a chance to pick up a Prism Berry. It's an item that heals confusion, either as a held item, or for use in battle. I wonder if this is foreshadowing at all. Anyways, while we're in the Pokemon Center healing up, why don't we chat with some of the NPCs and see if we can learn anything new. If you're playing the game without a guide, talking to people is the best way to learn about the game's world and mechanics, and a Pokemon Center is basically a hub for all that. At least a place for them to gather. I know there's people in here to talk about the Pokemon storage system some more, and how you can only hold 6 Pokemon in your party, There's this guy over here who talks about Team Rocket. I'm glad we'll never have to worry about them. Then there's this guy. Hello.
Hello there. Have I got a deal just for you? I'll let you have a swole magic card for just 500 shiny ones. What do you say?
Nope. I got word from the Better Business Bureau that you're a scam artist. Luck Puppy agrees. Let's get out of here. Where's the police when you need them? No wonder Team Rocket runs amok in this world. Well, Mount Moon is our next destination in our grand Pokemon adventure, but before I end things off, let me give you a bit more intel on that guy we talked to. That salesman will appear in all first generation games, including the third generation remakes of Fire Red and Leaf Green, trying to sell you that Magikarp. I'll go more into Magikarp later, but for now let's just say it's not the end of the world if you buy it. With enough patience, it'll actually become well worth your time. However, if you can wait until we can catch them normally in the wild, you won't regret it. Now, I can properly end the episode with no stone left unturned. What sort of mysteries and wonders await us at Mount Moon? Find out on the next episode of Pokemon Yellow vs. Leaf Green. Hopefully it won't take me another 5 months for that to happen. Take care everyone, okay?